The story of how South Carolina became the Gamecocks is insane. But first, I want to apologize to South Carolina football. You've been asking since midterms. I'm finally getting to your helmet video, but here we go. Back in 1902, on a Thursday, South Carolina played Clemson. This was during the State Fair, and it was known as Big Thursday. South Carolina won the football game, and of course, the students were celebrating, including carrying a poster around of a gamecock standing over a beaten tiger. Clemson didn't like this, and they told them, do not bring that poster to the parade tomorrow. Students at South Carolina said, pound sand. They bring the poster. This enraged Clemson. Now, remember, Clemson used to be a military school. Their cadets were marching in the parade. After the parade, about 200 cadets go over to campus with their swords hanging from their belt, and they're met by the students of South Carolina who are armed with pistols and knives. They're about to throw down. This is 1902. Fortunately, police intervened and they came to an agreement. The South Carolina students agreed to burn the poster, but it started two traditions. One, that's when they became the Gamecocks, in part because it enraged Clemson, and also that started the Tiger Burn. Every week during rivalry week, it's evolved into South Carolina burning a huge tiger on game week. All right, let's get into the helmets. We jump into the helmets in 1950. South Carolina had a white lid with a garnet stripe. The striping evolves in 1956 with black in the middle and garnet on either side. And in 61, garnet players' numbers are added to the side. In 1963, it's back to a single garnet center stripe and block SC on the side. In 1964, the letters are more rounded and the look is worn through 1965. Two ways, for some games on a white helmet and for some games on a garnet helmet. In 1966, a gamecock appears on the side of the helmet for the first time with garnet and black center stripes. It's worn through 1967. Then in 1968, it's back to a single garnet center stripe and a C appears on the side of the helmet. This was also used as a throwback for one game in 2022 and 2023. In 1969, the gamecock returns, and this is the look through 1974. During that time, in 1970, 72, and 73, when South Carolina would play Clemson, the seniors would wear a black lid with a gamecock on the side. In 1974, a garnet center stripe was added as well to the seniors' helmets. 1975 through 1981, everybody wears the same look. White helmet with a black C trimmed in red and a gamecock in the center. The helmet has a garnet center stripe bordered by black. In 1982, the stripes are changed. Garnet, white, and black run down the middle. The look lasted one season. In 1983, garnet helmets debuted. The gamecock and C now rest on a white background, and the striping includes black, garnet, and white. This is worn through 1988. In 1989, the look is tweaked, with the center striping now black with a thin white line on either side. This runs through 1998. In 1999, white helmets return with a thin black center stripe. The black C and gamecock remain. The helmet is worn through the first three games of 2000, and then the center striping is expanded to include white and garnet. In 2001, the garnet stripes are made wider, and this look runs through 2003. In 2004, Lou Holtz, final season as head coach in Columbia, he puts the team in black helmets. The season, it's a bust as the Gamecocks go 6-5 and end the season with a brawl against Clemson. Instead of going to a bowl game, both schools decide to skip the bowl invites as punishment for the fight. In 2005, the Gamecocks hire Steve Spurrier, and he puts the team back in white helmets, and this look has been a staple for the program ever since. In 2020, the center striping was altered with garnet down the middle bordered by black. It's been worn with both black and garnet face masks. Alternates have included a camo logo and center stripe against Auburn as part of their Wounded Warrior tribute in 2011. Garnet helmets returned in 2015 and have been worn at least one game a year since, including in 2018 when for 5 games they wore script Carolina on the helmet instead of the Gamecocks logo. 2015 also saw this beauty for one game, white lid with elaborate garnet gamecock. In 2016, the black helmet became part of the rotation. This one was used through 2019, and then in 2020, the striping is made more metallic looking. That's the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hit the comments. Let me know who you want to see next, and follow Hooked on Helmets so you don't miss it.